Welcome back. Fishing season officially open in this part of the province. So we've got some tips from the experts now. Fishing pro Jason Matity joining us now to talk about how we can catch the big one this year. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome.
So officially opened. You didn't get out last night, but you wanted to.
Oh, I really did. You know, by the time I got my duties around the house done, it just was a little bit too late. But it gave me a chance to prepare to what I want to talk about today, but also just prepare for how I want to attack those fish this weekend coming up.
So what's the biggest thing in terms of getting started this year?
Well, I think the part that a lot of people, it's really good news at this, for probably about the next 6 weeks if you don't have a boat, because those fish tend to be on the shallow side. They're looking for the warmest water, and that really is the key that I wanted to talk about today, is that look for those kind of northwest exposure shorelines, you know, where maybe those cool northwest winds blow right over top and get the maximum sun exposure. In a lake, those are the places you want to concentrate on, because that's where the warmest water is. That's where the minnows come, the bugs come, and all the things that we like to catch that eat those things come, for sure.
Do you have a couple spots around here that that you like at this time of the year?
Well, I would say again, that sort of northern exposure along most of the lakes, of the Qu'Appelle lakes and around Fort Qu'Appelle, those are all good. But also current in the river sections. That also attracts, for similar reasons, attracts bait and walleyes, which everybody loves to catch. They're usually finished spawning up in the river sections, and I know that in the fishing that you do, you've probably seen that before, where if you get near that current on the Qu'Appelle River, as an example, there can often be some active fish in there. Yeah,
over in Round Lake. What's hot and new this year in the fishing world?
Well, you know, what's kind of neat, and I brought in a few things that can help, you know, the shore angler. Obviously some chest waders, so you can get a little bit deeper if you want. And I've got a couple of life jackets. This is your traditional one that you just slip over. Yeah. But this one is an inflatable one, and you put.
Hold it up?
Sure, absolutely. I'll just grab it here. And the key is, don't pull this accidentally, because then it'll inflate.
Then it'll go.
And it needs a recharge. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're very comfortable. You just pull it over your head, and you can fish all day with it. And as soon as you go in the water, boom, it expands. So there comes your flotation. So you don't want to get it wet, because otherwise you have to recharge it. But that is kind of something the last couple of years that's been really great for people. And really important that you wear this. From shore, good idea, but in a boat, absolutely.
For sure. What about in terms of catching fish? What do you like this year?
Yeah, well, I brought a couple different lure selections. This is, I'll just hand this one to you. It's a little bit bigger. I know we're a little far away from the camera. Yeah. But that, you're looking for bigger fish, and it's got a big tail on it on the back end there, you know, that thumps along. Yeah. This is kind of your more traditional. This is a Trigger X minnow, again with a flatter tail on it. And often in the spring, things are a little kind of muddy and kind of, you know, dirty, that water. And sometimes if you can have a little bit bigger profile bait to just reel through the water or jig it back, that'll help those fish find it. They'll feel the vibration, and they'll just see it because it's a little bit bigger bait.
And we were also talking earlier about one that we have up here. We can
have
this one.
Yeah, and crankbaits. I brought some smaller ones too, but these are your standard Rapellas. They wiggle and wobble through the water, and it's a very similar phenomenon to what we're talking about with these ones, in that they flash, they vibrate, they make a lot of noise a lot of times. Some of them rattle a little bit, you know, and that can only help the fish find your bait. And that's really what it's about, is getting something attractive down there, something that's loud down there, kind of annoying a little bit, and those pike and walleye usually will just jump that.
Awesome. Well, how can people get more tips if they want to find more?
Absolutely. We've got some great new videos up that are all spring themed for pike and walleye up on ManateesGetFishing.com, our website. And we just launched a new Facebook page. If you basically punch Manatees Get Fishing into your Google, you will find us on any number of platforms.
There you have it. Thanks for coming in. ManateesGetFishing.com for more information and some tips if you want to get out tonight even. Well, coming up next, we'll tell you why Ryan Gosling finally ate a bowl of cereal. Cereal. Next on the Morning News. But first, a look outside with our global Regina City camera brought to you by SAS Telmax TV. Go fish.